lightning. I has done gone all over. So is I. Well, I guess I'll call up. I see Mrs. Crawford's brother sleeping in the parlor at Brother Crawford's house. Oh, you did, huh?
Hello?
Is this the Nationwide Missing Persons Bureau?
Yes?
I want to report two missing people that has been gone for several days. George Stevens and Andrew Brown. You better make it 3, Miss Amos. Mrs. Crawford can't find her husband neither.
Be sure to join us again next Friday night at this same time for another Amos and Andy show. Our program is broadcast to our armed forces everywhere. Until next Friday, then, this is Harlow Wilcox speaking for all of us, bidding all of you a pleasant good night.
I might be a little bit late here. I was listening to my iPad. Sound on it is excellent, so if I was a little bit late, sorry about it. Let me see something here. I might be a little bit late here. Here we go, see? My iPad. Yeah. I'm coming back here. Oh. Sorry about it. Let me see something here. I might be a little bit late. Here we go, see? My iPad. Yeah. I'm coming back here. Oh. Here we go. Isn't that better? Sucks having your voice come back at you. Which episode is this, by the way? Before I go kicking on something and repeating it. Yeah, here we go. 317. Okay. I'll see how long I can keep this going. Have people come and go. Sometimes that can be kind of cool to do. And I've had it happen at various times. Oh, 1 second. Gotta let this thing. 1 minute. Nope, I didn't upload it, so okay. Let's give it a few moments here. I will upload this. Wait about a moment, see if it kicks up immediately. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't kick up about 30 seconds. I might play a quick rhythm music while it's uploading, and then once it's uploaded, the hell? Upload your sound effects. Now that's interesting. Something I haven't seen before. Okay. Well, doesn't look like it's going to kick up immediately. So what I'm going to do, while this is uploading, I forgot to put it up. Give it one more shot here, see what happens. Let me check something here. Song upload, but I don't know if it's on here. No. It's not coming up. So this kind of got me concerned here. It might take a bit. I mean, I don't know why it takes so long for these things to process. It should process immediately. You upload a file and it shouldn't take about, 10 minutes for it to upload. That's ridiculous. What's going on with this, folks? Why does it do that crap? I don't know. What is it Lloyd says? I just don't understand. Okay. I played this the other night, but a lot of people didn't hear it. Let me give it one more check. Here we go. Finally. And while this is uploading, or while this is playing, rather, I'll go upload the next file immediately. So I'm sort of losing my position here. St. Patrick's Day 1944, Amos and Andy. This particular one it's titled Insurance Fraud. It's taking its time to sort of kick in. Here we go. Now let's see which one it switches to. Episode 2, but 2556. Okay, March 17th, 1944. Amos and Andy Insurance Fraud, and here we go. Oh, wait a second. Here we almost go, because, wait a minute. It would help to turn it on. Hey!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Amos and Andy Show. Well, everything seems to be calm and peaceful at the moment with our Harlem friends. Andy finally located Madam Queen and got everything settled with her. There doesn't seem to be any trouble in sight, but with the boys, you never can tell. Right now, Amos and the Kingfish are in the office discussing Andy's feeling for Madam Queen.
Oh, I'm telling you, Kingfish, the way Andy looks at Madam Queen, I can tell that he is in love with her again.
Yeah, I still don't believe it, Amos. I always say that you can't cook an omelet but once. And I gonna tell you another thing. When a souffle goes flat, you can't pump it up again.
Yeah, but it seems like every day Andy seems to learn more and more about less and less.
I tell you, Amos, another thing. Come in, Henry.
Hiya, Mr. Van Porter.
Well, hello, boys. Hello. I only have a minute. I thought it was my duty as a friend to call on you in person, Kingfish, and remind you that your accident insurance policy lapses in about a week. A renewal is in order.
Oh, that's a good thing to keep up, Kingfish.
I don't agree with you. I've been paying all year on that accident insurance, and ain't nothing happened to me.
Well, like one of the insurance companies say, common events don't necessarily cast their shadows on the sands of time beforehand.
This has been a one-sided deal. Accidents seem to have a knack of picking out people that ain't insured to happen to. Oh, I tell you, every night when I go to bed, I think about it. I say, here I is without a busted bone or nothing. I is getting cheated.
Yeah, well, you can't say that, Kingfish, because insurance is one of the finest things in the world.
Absolutely. Our insurance statistics show that within the next 10 years, 4 out of 5 of our policyholders will have accidents.
Oh, Shuna?
Yes?
When has you got me scheduled for?
No, Kingfish, you don't understand. I advise you strongly to renew your policy. And remember, My only interest in it is as a friend and a humanitarian.
Yeah, well, I'll think it over, Henry.
Yes, and don't forget, your policy lapses next week. Well, I'll run along now.
All right, well, I'll walk over. I'll walk out to the front door with you. I'm going over to Anders' office.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk over there with you, Kingfish.
Well, I must get back to my office and send out some checks to insured people.
Hmm.
You know, when we have a patient in the hospital, it's our custom to pay them right at the door as they go in.
Sure.
It's our pay-as-you-enter clause.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know about the renewal, Henry. We're going to cut across here and drop over to Anders' office.
Yes, well, I'll get on to my place. Here, Kingfish, have a cigar.
Oh, thank you, Henry, thank you. I'll give the policy double consideration.
Well, so long, Mr. Van Porter.
Goodbye, boys.
Want to cut across to the other side, Kingfish?
Yeah, let me light this cigar here. I think it's a 5-center.
Yeah, there's one thing about Henry. Look out for that car, Kingfish. Kingfish, is you hurt?
Amos. Oh, Amos.
Well, Amos, I'm certainly glad you brung him right here to the hospital.
Yeah, I put him right in the taxi cab, Sapphire.
Yeah, how you feeling, Kingfish? Oh, feel fine. Of course, that don't mean that I ain't hurt, though, you know.
Well, where you feel any pain at, George?
Well, it's hard to say, honey, but wherever the doctor's going to say I is hurt, that's where I feels it.
Oh, I see. Well, whatever it is, it don't sound serious.
Well, to tell you the truth, it was the Kingfisher's fault. Well, first of all, he was jaywalking. Second, he wasn't looking where he was going. And the next thing, he was lighting a cigar while he was crossing the street in the middle of the block. And then on top of everything, the automobile didn't hit him. He walked into the side of the car when it was passing. The man was nice about it, though. He even gave him his name and address.
Well, now, wait a minute, Amos. Wait a minute. The Kingfish has got a case. He's claiming he's suffering from shock.
George, let me fix your pillow here.
Yeah. You know, honey, you was lucky to be married to such a good provider as I is going to be.
Yes, we sure is lucky, George.
Look, Kingfish, I really don't think there's anything wrong with you.
Well, I know this much. It's going to take me a year to get over the shock.
Yeah, it'll be easy a year, counting the relapses and all that stuff.
Yeah, don't forget I'm suffering from mental anguish, too, you know. Yeah, there's another 2 months right there, you know.
Sure it is. Oh, I tell you, I'm going to get a hold of the lawyer for you and take care of this whole business.
You know, laying here in the hospital on these white sheets is high living. My advice to the world is to always carry plenty of insurance. I is resting in bed at $25 a week.
Come in, Hendricks.
Thank you. Did you want to see me, Mr. Hitchcock?
Sit down. According to our report here, we seem to be getting too many accident claims. The proportion is wrong.
I agree with you, Mr. Hitchcock.
I'm perfectly willing to have the Progressive Insurance Company pay all just claims. But on the other hand, we want to make sure that these claims are justified. And some of them bear investigation.
What would you like to have me do?
I've sent for Irene Johnson. She's the young girl who lives in Harlem. She's our investigator up there. She's waiting outside. Wait a minute, I'll get her in.
Yes, Mr. Hitchcock?
Send Irene Johnson in here.
Yes, sir.
Any particular case you're thinking of, Mr. Hitchcock?
Oh, come in, Miss Johnson. You know Mr. Hendricks, our assistant manager.
Oh, yes. Glad to see you.
How are you? Miss Johnson, we've got a few leads on this George Kingfish Stevens accident claim in Harlem.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's the idea. I want you to go to Harlem and contact a man by the name of Andrew H. Brown. We found out that he is Stevens' best friend. And by your usual procedure, find out all you can about the Stevens accident. You remember how you handled the Hillman case.
Yes, sir. You say his name is Andrew Brown?
Yes, and we're anxious to make sure if this case justifies payment.
Leave it to me, Mr. Hitchcock. I'll get on it right away.
Miss Andy, did you send for me?
Yeah. Sit down, Lightning. Sit down.